This podcast is not intended for you, motherfucker.
If I grab your pussy and I make contact with a tampon that then comes out when I retract my hand, boner gone.
I talk shit about everybody and everything.
There are two things that should never go on pizza: mushrooms and baby's toes.
Every woman adores fascists.
I just feel the only person who should make any money off domestic violence is Rihanna.
A clown, I think I'll be a clown.
There I was, covered in blood. I didn't know if it was mine or the hobos, but I put on my pants and got the heck out of there.
Tell us about We Three Trolls.
Well, We Three Trolls, I do it with Joseph P. Larkin and Wub Savell. And,
It's literally Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
It's like Rose and two unfuckable human beings.
My friends all tell me I'm the best. They think I'm better than the rest. You're fucking a white male! You're a white man!
We Three Trolls.
We Three Trolls is shot live on location in the Brat Cave, A.K.A. the basement of the world-famous comedy store deep in the heart of the Sunset Strip. I'm Thomas Jefferson Snodgrass.
Who's here with me today?
I'm Wub Savell.
And I'm Lleshi.
All right, well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but last week after we recorded the podcast, I was the victim
Of a hate crime.
What happened?
As Wub is my witness, I was the victim.
Of a hate crime.
Okay, I can confirm for sure that some guy that we met when we were out drinking on the patio after the podcast, some guy kept saying I looked like a school shooter. That I know for sure, right? And that stung.
That's true.
That stunk because we had just talked about me looking like a school shooter in high school. And it turns out that wasn't just a phase. I didn't grow out of it. Some random Yahoo noticed it. He noticed it at least 3 times, because the third time I think I said something like, you want to get shot? You want to be the next to get shot? I don't know what I said. But that's when he switched gears. And instead of calling me a school shooter, now I'm a Jew. He did call me a Jew, correct?
Almost as bad.
Well, we can't. Well, no, that's the thing. We can't determine if he was insulting me or what. He just called me a Jew, and then I flipped out and said, "Was that supposed to be a compliment or an insult?" And then he just turned around and walked away.
Who was this? Was at the store?
I don't know who this guy was. I was super drunk by then. I was 5 drinks deep, so I'm not even sure if the story happened. I just needed confirmation from Will.
Yeah. Joseph texted me like, did that happen, or am I, because of how drunk he was during the exchange?
Did it really happen?
Yeah, I don't remember all of, it's not like I'm paying attention to every fucking thing people say, whatever. I chalk it up to a failed joke.
Yeah.
But the question is, who is the butt of that joke? Right?
The Jews or me?
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's a
so
great
the
point.
question is still there, which is basically your question.
Well, he's probably just an open micer, and he's probably trying to get.
Trying to be an edgelord.
Yeah, and also he probably tried that on everybody else that looks just like you on the fucking patio.
I'm
he
afraid
wanted
not
to talk
many
to
others
somebody.
look like me. I look pretty
There's
unique.
There's a lot of comedians that look like school shooters. I'm sorry, you're not the only one.
There's different flavors, though.
There are different flavors.
Different flavors of school
yeah,
shooter.
you look like the guy that would actually go through with it.
Yeah. Well, thanks, I guess. That's all. I just wanted to point out, I was a victim of a hate crime.
Yeah.
I wanted to say, look, there's an actual Jew right here. Why don't you persecute him? I'm a Gentile. I get called Jew so frequently, and it does seem to happen quite a lot, that I'm thinking that maybe I am a Jew, and that my parents just emigrated here from some super Jewy place, and then we're like, no.
Well, you could be, because you're European.
Could be.
You're European
I
Jew.
don't know.
Yeah, totally.
I got that luck of the Irish, though.
You got a little bit of red.
Pretty lucky, red hair, which everyone loves. Predisposition to alcoholism. Pretty cool. Well, lucky break. The luck of the Irish.
I went to a baby shower today expecting that I wouldn't be because I'm trying to quit drinking for a little bit because I'm a maniac. Just give myself a little bit of break, mostly for vain reasons because I want to lose weight. This baby shower was fucking lit. I've been to my friend's place before when he has barbecues and stuff. There wasn't a lot of food. There's like a decent amount of food, decent amount of alcohol, but we always had to go out and make runs. This time I'm like, this whole table, and then I had 3 people handing me shots immediately when I walked in the door, and I was like, oh, I'm that girl. Like that's who I am. I was so glad I had to leave in like 20-30 minutes. I mean, I love all my friends, but I was just like, I can't be around this. I know I'm gonna lose it. You know, I know the longer I stay, the more I'm like, oh, maybe I'll take 1 shot. And then I'm like, get your own bottle, you know, type of deal.
So you didn't drink it all there?
No, I didn't. I plan on doing a clean for 21 days. I'm gonna be a raging bitch, but
What else is new?
I think it'll give me like give myself
Kill
like
the
a week.
pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. You were at a baby shower, and today I got showered with babies.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
This episode of We Three Trolls is brought to you by Collateral Damage. Oops, my bad.
This past week, we had our very first victim of Me Too. By which I mean to say, South Korean actor's suicide triggers backlash against Me Too. Some guy in South Korea, some actor, who was on a TV show called, the TV show had a funny name. Yeah, it was called Love and Ambition. I was like, this guy was ambitious because he raped 8 women.
Whoa.
And then, they did a hashtag Me Too against him. Mr. Joe was due. Mr. Joe. Imagine getting raped by Mr. Joe. Mr. Joe was due to turn himself into police for questioning on Monday morning and left a 6-page suicide note instead, in which he apologized to his family and students, local media reported. He hanged himself.
Where was this from?
South Korea.
Are we
Man, they
sure?
love fucking killing themselves, offing themselves down.
They
They
do.
got honor and dignity.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Dude, all those suicide notes I read, they were all like Koreans.
That's right. You were saying that, right? Yeah.
But how do we know that the hashtag Me Too wasn't just the name of one of the other victims? he had just been accused of it, or was he actually like? Did he do it? Do we know? Was he?
I don't think he did.
I mean, you're guilty.
Oh, yeah, here's
all rape happened.
I believe
All rape. I believe
all
every rape
women.
happened. I believe all women. So
Yeah,
I don't know what you're talking
yeah.
about, wub.
Talking about love.
Oh, here's some of the rapes he did. Get a load of this.
Ain't talking about love.
This is the rapes he did.
These are the rapes of our lives.
I mean, when I say rapes, I put that in heavy quote marks.
Okay.
A woman claimed he had forcibly kissed her after a dinner event in 2010. How will this woman ever face her family again after this horrible, violent kissing?
You forcefully kissed her?
That's it.
Okay.
Man, I guess they're pretty intense in South Korea, though. They might be a little uptight. I don't know.
He sounds a little gross, though. Like,
You
he
know-
just forced to kiss. Like, that's disgusting.
Katy Perry forced a kiss on a teenage boy this past week. Did you guys see
I
that?
doubt it was forced. I'm pretty sure that teenage boy.
Oh, he complained afterwards. He's like a religious dude.
Oh.
By the way, Katy Perry used to be religious as well.
Well, did he have a boner? Is what I want to know.
Why
This
do you
guy?
want to know
Was he
that? You're
aroused?
just as bad as Katy Perry.
Was he aroused? Of course he was.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing
dare
I would
you.
ever kiss on national TV is the
She's
Pope's
been through
ring.
enough.
Yeah, right.
Super embarrassing already.
I like this one. A
Once
prosecutor.
girls start dyeing their hair, man, forget about it. That's when it all
Absolutely.
started going
It's a warning
down.
sign,
That's
dude.
true.
That's a warning sign.
Yeah.
It's like in nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see like a toad,
Any period in
a
my
purple
life where I
toad or
was
whatever, you just run away.
Yeah.
Getting
Same
fucked
as in
up. I had
Cuban.
little red hue to my hair or something, or jet black or some weird shit, or bangs. I had weird lesbian bangs. It looked like
It's a signal.
it's a signal.
You're giving off a signal.
Yeah, it's like the opposite of peacocking. It's kind of like
It's
trying to
peacocking.
tell
Similar.
it's trying to tell people,
It's
trying to
peacocking.
tell men to get away, stay away
Pea-heading.
from me. Yeah.
Well, this dude, it said he groped someone at a funeral, but he was drunk.
Well, okay. That
Okay.
sounds good.
And you're at a funeral. You're trying to
People grieve
fuck, man.
different
That's right.
ways.
You're
Yeah.
down.
People deal with stuff differently.
Totally. There was some girl I knew, and we would always bang it out for fun, you know?
Mm-hmm.
and we weren't together or anything, but her sister died.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I went over there to console her, she fucked me.
Yeah.
And it was not planned
Mm-hmm.
that would be the case.
How you console her with your penis.
And I referred to it as morning sex.
You had morning what? M-O-U-R.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
That's true, though. I did call it morning sex, and then she laughed, and we laughed.
Yeah. I just get the giggles at funerals. I remember when
it
going
is
to
hard.
funerals
You do get
when I was
them.
younger, and it was like high school kids that died in car accidents, and like one of the teachers was up there talking about her, and he was trying to tell a funny story. It wasn't really that funny, but I was hysterically laughing, and everybody thought I was crying. So then I was like laughing even harder, and then I don't know what is wrong with me. I just I guess I can't. It's like I got sad, but I wasn't. I was laughing instead. Like it was just the weirdest reaction when people say you laugh at funerals. I'm like, it's true. Happened to me, so makes sense.
So people also get horny.
And they get horny. That's another thing.
Some people also get reverent and they feel bad for the dead person. But whatever. You guys,
that comes later. That comes later.
We all grieve in different ways. Well, one day we're all going to impregnate the grave with our corpses. So I guess I can see why it might make someone want to fuck.
Yeah. You just never know. Why not? Maybe it just makes you appreciate life even more. You're like, you know what?
Yeah.
Life is a
I
precious
like you.
flower.
I like having sex with you. Might as well. Look, my sister's dead. She won't be able to do this right now, so I'm going to do it. It's another way to deal with it. But in our heads, we feel guilty about it because we're like, shouldn't you be crying or shouldn't you stop your life because this person just is dead? No, your life, no matter what, is as painful as it is for people that lost people. Life does go on, and that's part of it.
Oh, Blondie.
Yeah.
I had a terrifying thing happen today. Speaking of retards, you guys know, so there's this guy. I talked about
Is
him.
that what we were speaking of?
Well, speaking of retards, because we were talking about that show, whatever. Life Goes On with the retard.
Oh.
He also had a singing career. Doesn't that make you feel?
Doesn't that make you feel like a loser?
Like,
I know I'm retarded.
Doesn't that make you feel like a loser? We haven't done anything with our lives, but this literal retard, has a singing career and an acting career. God damn.
That makes up the
Still don't know the
normal
reference.
person.
Well, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But anyway, I was smoking weed in my garage today, and I opened up the garage a little bit to air it out, and this retarded. I don't know if he's a retarded guy. I'm not sure if he's either retarded or he just felt like he got into an accident and now he can't talk right. But he was walking a dog, and a dog ran into my garage and was barking at me. But he couldn't call the dog out. So he was just he was like, oh, no.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like wanting to kick it out under the garage door somehow.
Good Lord.
That's got to be the worst thing in the world when you're trying to smoke a doob.
Oh, God.
And it's the last bowl, dude. You wanted to fucking savor this one, man. And some goddamn dog shows up.
I would assume that everybody who teaches special ed, though, is high.
Oh, you'd have to be, right? At least on opiate. The opiate crisis started there. It's special needs.
I got a needs for speeds.
I mean, dude, think of how hard it would be to take care of these kids that can't fucking shit in the toilet. They're like,
dude, when I was I can't remember what grade I was in, but it was right when we moved to Illinois from New York. They thought I had a speech impediment, and plus I never did my homework because my mom never fucking checked it or did anything. I'd sign everything because my parents were foreigners, And I had a brutal Brooklyn accent at the time, plus a little bit of an Albanian accent too. They immediately thought I was retarded because they're like, why don't you do your homework? Why aren't you doing anything? Fucking didn't feel like doing it. I want to be outside playing. Fuck you, know. So as soon as they switched me to this class, and I was like, what the fuck? Switched me to the class, and I'm literally in there with fucking retards, and I was like, holy shit. I was in there for one day. And
Hold on. First experience walking in. How did you know? Did you know before going in that it was all retards?
I knew something bad happened because I was like, why am I leaving the class that everybody else is in? And I was like, well, I know I fucked up because the teacher's pretty mad at me because I don't do any of my homework. I don't do shit. You know what I mean?
So does a door open up and you just sit
down?
No,
I just came in. They're like,
or do you already see? You noticed?
Oh, they came in. They're like, oh, you'll be going to this class, speech class, and I was like, what? And then I walk in, and there was just like all the retards that you see at recess, and I was just like, fuck, man, what did I do to get it? I'm like, am I retarded? Like, I was questioning myself. And then I think I was in there for maybe a day at the most, maybe 2, I don't know, 2 classes. And they're like, you don't belong in here. You got to start doing your fucking homework. You know, like, she talked to my mom, and they're like, oh, we get it now. We get it now. And they're like, this poor girl, she doesn't have a speech. She's totally fine. But yeah, it was because at the time they don't really test you, and they just took the teacher's word for it. You know, so they're like, this girl's not listening to me. I'm like, no, you fucking suck at your job, bitch. Plus, on top of that,
bitch.
you know, public school, they don't have time for your ass. They don't care.
No,
Like, oh, you're a retard? You don't feel like doing your homework? Go sit with the retards for a while and see how fast you're going to be in there. You're going to be right back here and doing your homework. And I was like,
dude, that's
gotcha.
like that's
don't
like
want to be in there.
It's like the public
like having
school version of Scared Straight. They put you in with the retards.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna be in mine.
Yeah. And it wasn't even like all retards. There was like kids in there bouncing off the walls, like with really bad ADD. They're just like on Ritalin and shit. And, you know, everybody on there was like on a pill or whatever. And I'm like, I was just bored. I didn't want to be there, you know?
Yeah, you were too smart.
No, that probably definitely wasn't the problem. It was just bored. Yeah, it was just, fuck it. Didn't want to do it. Anyway, sorry about that. So I started talking about retards. I was like, no.
Well, let's get back.
I thought I was a retard. I swear to God.
Let's get back to this Negro problem. I almost have it solved.
Well, let me say one more thing about the retarded people, just because I don't know. Since we are talking about them, I was hired to play drums for a musical. Okay. And I played the drums, and but this wasn't like your ordinary musical. It was like all adults, but who are like have the mental age of children.
Okay.
So we're playing like
so open micers. This is how you This is how you got into comedy.
It was kind of like a surreal experience because, like, you know that they're having like tons of fun.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the fucking thing was. It was like either West Side Story or Bye Bye Birdie or something.
Were they fucking up the words, or
Bye-bye
they had
Birdie
it?
for sure.
It was all very abridged, you know?
Yeah.
Like there were... it wasn't very nuanced.
You're rich at for life.
Oh, my God.
This sounds like Best Side Story to me. I'll fucking go see this shit.
You're just jamming out.
Bye, Birdie. Bye, Birdie.
Bye, Birdie.
You weren't aware it was for...
No, I did know. I
Okay.
found out ahead of time. But it was still like... It's one of those things where you know that they're having fun doing it, but you can also kind of see how funny this is from the outside just looking at it.
Yeah.
And you have to maintain composure, you know? Because you're just hired to do this thing. You can't be sitting there like... If there's a mistake, you know, it can't be like an overt... mistake, you start laughing or something. Anyway, they were all very nice, and
of course they were.
I'm sure they're productive members of society now.
Yeah, they all went on to have further careers off Broadway.
Yeah.
In the handicap section.
Talk about an off Broadway. That's an off Broadway. You know what I mean? It's kind of off.
What do you think about that website where, like, well, it's called All Go. It says, we're not about shrinking bodies. We're about expanding worlds.
Yeah,
By shrinking your body?
Shit.
It's a review site. This is what they say. All Go is a review site where fat people rate the comfort and accessibility of places so others can know what it's like. See, that's a good service. You no longer have to read the Yelp review and assume the person is fat. Now you know.
Yeah.
You know.
They're so
true.
fucking lazy. They will do anything to not fucking exercise and lose that weight. Anything. Please accept us.
They'll
accept
still
you.
go out in public being that huge, and
On
just
their
as long as they
Razor
accommodate.
scooter or whatever that thing
Yeah.
is. Not a
Razor.
Razor scooter. That's obviously not what they'll be on. But
Yeah.
whatever the other thing is that you're supposed to have when you're crippled. And
Yeah.
not just a fat piece
Wheelchair,
of shit.
the motorized thing.
The thing
Yeah.
that Stephen Hawking used to tool around in. I do mean tool. What a fucking goober.
He did seem more
the
machine than man.
Expanding universe. Isn't this great? We'll never have to hear a Stephen Hawking impression again. Ever. It's over.
No,
We're
you
still hearing the
wish, you
jokes
wish.
on
Just for a couple
Facebook every
weeks.
fucking
Just
day.
for a couple
Oh,
more
God.
weeks.
If I see another fucking him going up a stairway with his
God,
fucking
right?
goddamn
Shit, I can't get up
Jesus.
the fucking stairway.
That's funny.
See, what if this guy that lives in my block with the dog today? What if he is Stephen Hawking on this bicycle,
Stevie.
but like he can't articulate like
Stevie
Stephen
Wonder
Hawking
Hawkins.
could. He could be a genius, dude.
That's true. He
Could
might be on the spectrum, but in a good way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, speaking of good things in Stephen Hawking, I saw a picture of him on a famous pedophile's private island. And at first I was thinking, like, you sick fuck. But then I was thinking, well, who else is going to fuck Stephen Hawking? Except child slaves that don't have any other choice.
It's true. Was he ever married?
Yeah, he was
He was
married,
married
and
as
then
fuck.
they got divorced because like he was fucking
He
around.
abused her, dude.
No,
Yeah, he
was-
also
What?
cheated on her.
Yeah, he cheated on her.
Jesus Christ. How long has he been on the wheelchair? That's
Forever, for years.
For,
since
like,
he was a
as-
young man, I think.
Yeah.
he's in his he was
Most of his
70
life.
something. What did he have?
I think it was.
Anybody know?
Wasn't it Lou Gehrig's disease?
Huh?
No, what was it?
Lou
He
Gehrig?
did have game, yeah.
Oh,
What did he have? He had game.
that is
But
game,
he-
dude. If
he
you can
cheated
get
on his
married
wife
and you cheat on,
When
see-
he was in a fucking wheelchair?
yeah, yeah.
What?
See, I also
Yeah.
thought he got
What does
busted
she
in
look
the
like?
Me Too scandal, but I couldn't
What do these
find any
bitches look like is
information.
what I wonder.
She only has to look 1 pound hotter than his wife. It's like
Or
I'm
1
in.
year younger.
I'm
Oh
in.
my gosh. That's the thing with men, man. You guys will never
Ima-
stop.
Dude, imagine
Ever.
Stephen Hawking rejected you. He's like, I'm leaving you for someone else. And you're like, how? Don't you dare walk out on me.
Does his dick even work though?
Presume.
His
know.
legs don't
I don't know.
move. Like he
Nothing
can't
on
even
him,
talk.
If you can't
Nothing
move
on him.
anything,
Like,
why
I don't
do
know
you-
how
So
he
why
does
I
it.
would you
just
even
be
bother being
comforted and
married?
never fucking again.
Yeah.
I never have to think about that again. Fuck yeah, that's why you could
Yeah,
conquer
but
the cosmos.
think of how maybe for longer he was sitting in there and he wanted to fuck. Like, let's say for half of his life he wanted to fuck and he just couldn't.
Oh, that's torture,
Wouldn't
man.
that be pent up?
I have no sympathy for this motherfucker because he was an atheist. Well, report back to us now, motherfucker, from the flames of hell. Repent. I hope that he saw God. I don't know. I don't care if he saw God or not. I love it when a famous atheist dies because I always see on Facebook someone will make a meme where it's like the first panel will always say God does not exist and it's attributed to Stephen Hawking, and then under that it says Stephen Hawking does not exist, and then that quote is attributed to God.
All right.
Hilarious.
All right,
That's good.
pretty good.
Now we've busted the Me Too scandal wide open.
Has anybody even talked about that yet?
All right. This one I got from foxnews.com, so you know it's legit.
Real
Oh, yeah.
news.
Yeah, absolutely they are. Porn star Christiana Sin says Domino's pizza delivery driver offered her $200 for sex. A porn star alleges this is her Me Too moment. Well, long story short, yeah, he just offered her $200 to fuck him, and she said no.
Dude, $200 in Domino's money is like $2,000
Well, I was gonna say
for him.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
that's
a delivery
true.
driver.
That's like
he was
That's the going rate on
complimenting
that.
her.
That's a
you know,
year's
he's like,
worth
"You're-"
of tips.
Yeah.
That's the going rate on Backpage. She really did try to make it her Me Too moment. Look at this. This is her tweet. Hey, at Domino's, you need to have strict rules on sexual harassment for your employees. I answered the door in sweats and a baggy sweater. I did not ask for this. This is unacceptable. Hashtag.
Me too.
I got a question though. What exactly is her complaint? That a pizza boy tried to fuck her, or that no one was filming it?
You're a literal whore.
And how dare you? You know
What
my
did you
going
think
rate's
would
$500,
happen?
you fucking
Yeah,
asshole.
That's what she was offended by.
All he'd have to do is just see. I assume they're Pavlovian. He just goes in there with the pizza box and then says action, and she just starts sucking his dick.
Well, he must be a super fan because he recognized her with sweats and a sweatshirt
That's true.
on. So she should take it as a compliment, you know?
And that's not normally
Yeah.
how she's undressed.
Yeah, he might notice her asshole. He might be able to pick her asshole out of a lineup, you know, but her with sweats on? That's pretty good. That's
Out of a
boyfriend
lineup.
material
He's
right
like-
there.
He's like, these assholes, but let me see
Yeah.
them with a dick in them. Hold on, now let me see it without. All right, spread it. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, that's the one. That's my baby.
Have you ever seen that weird porno website where it's called something like BigSausagePizza.com or whatever, and then
Yes.
the woman orders a pizza and she opens it up and a giant dick is in the middle of the pizza
That's
and
what
she
I'm
just
talking
starts
about.
sucking.
Yeah.
Oh, was that what's happening?
I was just alluding to the
Guys,
pizza.
I've
you
never
know.
heard of this. Why do you
What?
guys all know
You're
about
missing
this?
out.
Oh,
Big
man.
Dick Pizza? Is that what
Something
it's called?
sausage pizza.
Mike's shaking to that. Yes,
By the way,
okay.
from now on, we're
hilarious.
only getting our news from FoxNews.com because they have the best comment section I've ever fucking seen.
Oh, I'm sure.
First comment, all capital letters. She got STD? Like 20 question marks. This guy, Deadhead4413 says,
Most girls would be happy with just a free pizza for sex.
That must be my ex-boyfriend.
yeah, it's like, who are you fucking
Deadhead
Deadhead?
420.
Yeah.
It's still at hotmail.com.
I love this. Self-help says, all caps, seriously, she takes facials for money, but this offends her? Nope. She has no credibility. No shit. Shameful and disgusting. Isn't that what she does for money on Film with Strangers?
Yeah, that's like my one.
I can't believe anyone who comments on anything is just pathetic. Like, you have nothing to do with your fucking day.
They're trolls. There are people, man. What are you talking about? It's great.
This guy named Bromax just wrote, thanks, Obama.
Yo, before we make like an incel and beat it, I'd like to give a shout out to my childhood friend David. You broke my heart because I couldn't dance. You didn't even want me around. But I'm back to let you know that I can really shake them down.